Good morning, welcome to today's RC Coffee chat. And in today's episode, we've got about 4 topics for us to cover. Now, before we go any further, Tam, I would like to say apologies for mixing your name up with Jamie's in that previous episode, so apologies for doing that. Okay, let's move straight across the screen. Thank you for your responses, actually, for the TS832 mini review. That's like I've got a big stash of kit over here, which I would like to do some mini reviews on. And all of it was bought out of my own cash, and I think that gives me a nice perspective on these products. And yeah, my original goal was to keep them to 2 minutes, and as I worked out in that actual review, it did take a little bit longer to cover it to a decent degree, because it really is the size of a small continent. And thank you ever so much for if you've seen it and left a comment. I really do mean it, is that as together we can work out what products are good and what products are bad. So yeah, if you haven't seen the mini review yet, do go and take a look at that. Any opinions which you have on that product, and any opinions which you have on like the presenting style, I would be really curious on your feedback, and you can let me know in the comments section on that episode. Moving into number 2 on my list today, the DJI Mavic Pro. Really? For over $1,000? $1,000? Well, $1,229.99. Really? Would you pay that kind of money for a quadcopter? Apparently, 122 people already have. I just couldn't... That's a lot of money for a quadcopter. Really? Just saying. Would you pay that money for a quadcopter? That's just bonkers. Nuts. Changing the topic. We managed to clear out the GearBest warehouse of all their Wing Z84s on promotion. Well done, lads. Even I picked one up as well as a spare. Yeah, that was really good. Well done. And then this brings us on to the most exciting topic of like the year for me, is that I have part 1 of the world's smallest UAV to converting a chuck glider like this into the world's smallest UAV like this. And by the way, with no batteries in it, it comes in, and I'll weigh it again because I think it was about 80 something grams. 83 grams that comes in at. And that episode over there is got one very excited Matt, because it has been this long challenge to get her to where she is today. We still have quite a few challenges or hurdles to get over to get us to the next stages for that one, which is really to turn her into a unmanned aerial vehicle capable of doing waypoints and stabilization and things like that. So that episode is actually out in the Facebook group right now, and is the comments which I've had on it have just been brilliant. It was just such a challenge, and I was so excited. And that episode really is the journey of getting her to this point, which you can see on your screen right now. So if you're in the FaceBalls in the Facebook group, there's a link to this underneath this video description. Is what is it called? Facebook.com/groups/rag the nuts off. This episode is already live now. I'm not going to go and publish this until Friday night, because it is one of those special episodes. If you did want to see it beforehand, it's in the Facebook group. But honestly, I was so excited. Now, we do have a couple of challenges to go on from here for that one. I'm just looking around on my desk. I do need to put this F3 flight control board in there. And I do also need to get a Bluetooth module in there too. We've got the GPS sorted, which was a complete cock. There's no other words for it. It was absolute cock. I redid the GPS twice. and UART 2 didn't work in the end, and I stuffed it in UART 3 like by magic. It all just started working. Very, very frustrating. But the crucial point is it now does work. Now, for waypoints, I know some of you may have never come across this idea before. And it's very simple, is that imagine that you've got Google Maps in front of you, and you've got your flying site. And what you can do with waypoints is just mark like a start position, point 1, which may be the back right hand corner, then the back left hand corner is point 3, and then your left hand corner is point 4. And what you can then do is get your model to fly to those points, and this is what they do for like crop surveying, for example, is that they can fly up and down on a predefined pattern, and then video or photograph the actual site itself. There's many reasons why waypointing, I'm just using crop surveying as a reference, but there's many uses for that, such as archaeology, military purposes as well. The list just kind of goes on, but the main reason, it's goddamn cool. And imagine something the size, well, something which weighs like under 100 grams. Well, it needs a flight battery in the other one to get it to fly. But yeah, imagine something which is measured in literally grams, being able to do that. And my goal really is to get that one to do a mile's distance by itself. And I will load her up with some FPV gear as well. Hey, look, you might as well get on board with her. This is the thing, is that this first person view is absolutely crazy. This just takes the RC model just to a whole new level, and it is just so affordable to do now. You can pick the face goggles up for like 50 quid or less, and they are really good quality as well. I know I'm super stoked with my VR 007 goggles, which I've got. The camera and the video transmitter, like sub 20 quid for not bad video quality. You know, it's just bonkers. The barrier to entry to FPV is now crazy. But coming back onto the topic, I am such a happy boy for my Chuck Glider conversion. You're going to find out all the details about this model in that episode. And I do mention it twice, I think, in that episode, is that I will be converting this one into a slope soarer one as well, because in its flight, and I don't want to spoil too much for you, I'll just use the words nimble which got my immediate attention. So I definitely need to make a slope soarer in one of these, because like I said, all I'm going to say is nimble, and I'm still excited now about it, and it's the day afterwards. It's taken so much time, effort and energy, and I wanted to say a massive big thank you to you. If you chipped in, gave suggestions and comments and ideas on the conversion of the Chuck Glider, I just really want to say thank you. Without your help, I just wouldn't have got so far, definitely not so quickly. I know I would have probably been through about 2 or 3 models getting there. So yeah, really big thank you to you. I just can't say anything more, to be honest. And on that note, it's time for me to go. I'm going to wrap up on that. That's such a happy point. We've got this one to fly, and just to say thank you for your help over the last 2 weeks or so, building up to the conversion and the preparation, some of the challenges which we've had with it as well. It just really wouldn't have been possible without your help. So when I say thank you, I really do mean it. I do believe that together as a community, we are stronger than individuals. I never pretend to know everything myself. I will happily share all my mistakes online, because if that means that somebody else can learn from me and skip that mistake, then that's happy days. Or maybe skip that dead end, or maybe view that dead end as then tweak it to actually make it work. You know what I mean. So with that said, thank you ever so much for joining me this morning for an RC Coffee Chat. I will be with you around the same time tomorrow. And as always, from myself, Matt, cheerios!